Hey, and welcome to Cleantech and Coffee episode 5, which takes you all the way to Wattstraße in Berlin, where I am now located on Ahoy, Berlin. It's a great co-working space. I'm here to meet industrials and investors, and we've gotten a lot of positive feedback, both from you shareholders, but also from the people we meet now in Los Angeles, Stockholm and Berlin, where our pop-up offices are located. Got a question from a shareholder regarding this whole communication and these international offices, and I'll answer it in this episode. I'm also meeting up with Alisa, who runs Life-Size Media. It's a communication firm in London focused only on Cleantech. They do great work, and I took the chance to ask her some questions about this communication field, which we think is really important. Check this episode out, and do check out the great intro to it. Well, hello everyone and welcome to Cleantech and Coffee episode Communications and episode Berlin with Alisa.
Hi.
Hi, of Life-Size Media.
Pleased to be here.
Very happy that you could join us. It's very fitting that you're here for this episode because I got quite a few questions about our pop-up offices and why we are so active in our communication strategy at all. Not in any way critical. In reality, I think most of our shareholders appreciate it, but still they're wondering, for example, why we are going to exactly Berlin. And perhaps you could say something about this whole communications field and clean tech, because you're focused only on clean tech,
That's right. Yep, we work exclusively in the clean tech sector with startups in the sector. And like you, we're very interested in Berlin as a market. I think it's a clear hub for the clean tech. For the clean tech scene. I think it's really emerging. There's a lot of startups here. There's a really exciting vibe, and yeah, so I guess that's why we're both here and looking to see what the sector will develop here. And actually, it's interesting you mentioned about, because you have your pop-up office here in Berlin. That's actually what caught our attention, and one of the things that got us to know about you guys, because it was something quite different, you know, and it kind of had us wondering, like, what is this pop-up office? Like, what are you doing? Do you have it like in the middle of the street? You know, what's going on with it? And I think that's quite, you know, that's important. You're putting yourselves out there. You're getting people's attention, and you know, we have such a crowded kind of media marketplace at the moment that you have to do something a bit different to get people's attention.
Perhaps you could say something in general about the clean tech space, since you are focused on this, and how you see communications happening or not happening in that field.
Yeah, I think we have a couple of kind of really great success stories, and that's what keeps us going. But actually, I think as a sector, we have quite a lot of work to do. First of all, like, I think we don't really identify as a sector. Certainly people outside of clean tech don't really understand what it is, and I think that we as the companies working in clean tech have a responsibility to communicate that, to get people excited about it, you know, to get them wanting to invest in the space, for example, to engage with technology companies in the space, and we can't just sort of sit back and expect someone else to do that for us, which I think that happens too often. I think we're kind of a little bit apologetic, a little bit quiet, just want to kind of get on with our engineering and hope that somebody else will just kind of come along and notice us, and
maybe the solutions will get bored simply because they are so good.
Because and just because they exist, right? Like, so we've built it, so obviously people will just come and buy it, and it just doesn't work like that. And I think a lot of other sectors, they don't think like that. You know, a lot of other tech startups would never kind of consider communications right down at the bottom of the pile. It would be one of their top priorities, and I think that's, I guess, one of the things that, you know, we aim to change in the clean tech sector.
Great. Well, so do we. Let me then shortly just answer the direct question I got about why pop-up and why Berlin from a shareholder. And well, I think we've partly explained it already. Berlin obviously has to do with the Energiewende as well. There is a huge transition happening now, phasing out the fossil fuels in Germany, going towards solar and renewables. We want to be a part of that, and we have several companies that have suitable markets here. Electricity prices during this transition are also higher, so in reality energy efficiency projects have shorter payback times here. Obviously there's a big industrial market here, it's a strong economy and quite a few investors, so we of course want to get their attention as well. Well, there you have it. Communication matters, and Berlin is a great starting point for us and our portfolio companies on the German market. Next episode, I'm actually bringing in Tarja Teppo, who wrote a great piece on electrification versus biofuels. We'll have her with us for the next episode. She already got some questions on that one. Don't forget to send in your questions to Cleantech and Coffee. We answer them all.